So it is a device through which we can support the mucociliary transport system. So it is a mechanical device where in the insufflation, where the patient inhalation, when patient has an inspiratory phase, that time it gives some pressure and it delivers the air. So the atelectasis can be prevented, or we can say there will be a prevention of the hypoxemia by re-inflating or inflating the alveoli. We are preventing the collapse. And when the patient exhales, it gives some negative pressure also. So with that, the secretion also will come out. So there will be a two benefit. The atelectasis also will be prevented and the removal of the secretion with the negative pressure also can be done. So the two purpose can be solved in a one purpose, one only technique. Yes. So now we'll see how to proceed with that. See, before so many years, there were negative ventilatory machine that is called as an iron lung, which will apply negative pressure all over the lung. That patient inhales. But now it has not been used very much friendly. Now routinely we are not using this machine because of some complications. So because of that, we are using some different technique which can assist in both the ways. Yeah. So mainly two perspectives. So physiological indication for mechanical cough. See, when the person is unable to generate the proper cough, when the cough capacity is decreased, patient is unable to take the secretion out, then there is a need of mechanical cough. We have to stimulate something to make them cough and secretion will come out. See, if you don't cough, secretion will not come out and ultimately the airway will not be clear, hypoxemia will be there and much more bacterial growth will be there and ultimately there will be a thick sputum will be collected. So when we can give this mechanical insufflation, exsufflation, when there will be a insufficiency of cough, person is unable to cough properly, or when the vital capacity is less than 50%, or we can say that the vital capacity is less than 1.5 liter, that is less than 1500 ml in a day. This is just physiological parameter. What is the clinical indication? Which are the conditions in which we can use this mechanical insufflation and exsufflation? See, where there will be a weakness of your muscles, especially your abdominal muscles, in case of a neuromuscular disease or polyneuropathy, or some restrictive disease where the patient is unable to have a proper cough, or the diaphragm is not sufficient to contract properly. Yes, or patient is in the trauma or post-operative period when person has undergone the thoracic or abdominal surgery, or patient is on prolonged mechanical ventilation, so that the patient cough capacity is reduced. So to make the secretion out of the body, out of the mouth, we are using this mechanical insufflation device. Yes. So what they say, this is the method which will augment, which will support the mucociliary transport system, airway clearance. With the individual who have a respiratory muscle weakness, the patient who is unable to cough because of the weakness of the respiratory muscles. So for them, it can be used very safely. Yes. So this device uses a two-stage centrifugal blower that gradually apply positive pressure to the airway and rapidly shift to the negative pressure and produce the high expiratory flow from the lungs, which is similar to your cough. So in the inspiratory phase, it will give some positive pressure. When person exhales, it sucks the air out also. So ultimately, the peak expiratory flow can be generated up to the 6 to 11 liters per second. So the secretion also can be taken out with the initiation of the cough. Yes. So what they say, the positive insufflation and negative exsufflation. In the inspiratory phase, we are giving insufflation. And in the expiration, when patient exhales, we are applying negative pressure. The device will apply negative pressure. So that with this, we are taking the secretion out. Yes. So that one treatment consists of 3 to 5 cycles of insufflation and exsufflation, or with or without patient's abdominal thrust. If patient is active, patient is able to do that contraction, then you have to ask patient to go for thrust in the abdomen. So when the abdomen thrust will there will be a much more intense amount of the cough. So cough intensity will be vigorous, the secretion can be taken out. Yes, it will be assisted, or patient whose muscles are weak, they cannot contract that muscle. So with this machine, the little intensity can be exaggerated, so we can have a proper cough reflex. Secretion can be taken out. So it can be done with or without the cough or patient's abdominal use, patient abdominal thrust. So it can be done for 30 seconds of a rest in between the two sets. Just 3 to 5 cycle can be done, and with the period of the 30-second rest. See, in this we can repeat several times until you feel that now secretion is clear from the lung. So this is also known as a cough assist insufflator or exsufflator. So we can change the time also. Okay, so this much time. See, according to patient inspiratory and expiratory phase, we can set manually that insufflation this much time, exsufflation this much time. So according to the patient comfort, observation of the chest excursion and auscultation and air entry. So according to that, you can titrate. Titrate means you can change that settings. Yes, this is called as a cough assist insufflator. It is a part of a bronchial hygiene therapy or airway clearance therapy. So ultimately, where there will be a weakness of the respiratory muscles in addition to the secretion collection, there this mechanical insufflator exsufflator is very much useful. Yes. So in the respiratory tract infection, where the person is unable to go for cough flow, so if we use this insufflation exhalation, that peak cough will be increased. So to remove the secretion, bronchial secretion out. So time and pressure and inspiratory flow can be set. You can increase or decrease the time, pressure, how much inspiratory flow you want to give. So all that can be changed with this machine. See how, now how it will work, on which base it will work. So what they say, it consists of a insufflation, means positive pressure. We are delivering the air like a mechanical ventilator in the inspiratory phase when patient inhales. As in the expiratory phase, immediately we'll go for active negative pressure exsufflation. It takes out. That creates a peak sustained flow high enough to provide the adequate shear or velocity to loosen the secretion out. It loosens also, and it acts like a suction also. It's same as how we take our bronchial secretion out of our mouth without any device. It will same as it. It assists. It augments the bronchial hygiene. So in the insufflation, inspiratory phase, it will give positive pressure. So it dilates, alveoli will dilate, hypoxemia will be prevented, atelectasis will be prevented. As soon as the expiratory phase starts, it applies the negative pressure. The secretion also will come out, and it augments the secretion removal. Is it clear? So there will be several settings also inside that: inspiratory time, pause time, expiratory time, maximum inspiratory and expiratory pressure, positive and negative pressure balance regulator, an inspiratory flow. See, like when how we set in the ventilator, same as that you can set here also. Various things, how much time you go for pause, See, according to the patient breathing pattern, we can set all this. So once you start using that machine, according to that, according to patient preference and how patient will be comfortable, we can choose this setting. Yeah. So again, uh, here they have given the basic idea. Time setting, insufflation, exsufflation, pressure setting. They have research with the various different ages. So 0 to 2 years, how much you have to give, 3 to 6 years, 7 to 12 years, 13 to 17 years, and all. So ultimately, if we go for average, the insufflation time when we give positive pressure in the inspiratory phase, so 1.5 second will be max. Yes, and exsufflation time 1.8 will be max. Pressure setting, you can see they have research on 240 people, subjects, and they have researched that insufflation pressure, positive pressure, 332.4 centimeter of H2O average you can give. It will be good for all the ages. But if the age is very less for children, you can give less pressure. As the age increases, you can give some more pressure. But ultimately, around the 32 centimeter of H2O. Now, exhalation, negative pressure. So, negative pressure around average 36.9 centimeter of H2O you can keep, so to get secretion. This is the general settings of insufflation and exhalation. This is the basic thing you should know. Insufflation time, exsufflation time, pressure setting in that insufflation pressure and exsufflation pressure. Insufflation positive pressure, exsufflation negative pressure. Yes. So again, same as that, what we had discussed, it is the same thing. Huh? We need to practice more and more to get precise decision in titrating this inspiratory pressure, inspiratory time, and expiratory time also. Yes. See, if patient is on a ventilator, if patient is on the tracheostomy, patient has a, you can call as a tracheostomy tube. So with the tracheostomy tube also, we can attach this mechanical insufflation, exsufflation, and we can assist the cough system. So with that, when patient coughs, it takes secretion out. Yes. You can give them with the mask also. See, person with the polio, person with the transverse myelitis, person with the paraplegia or quadriplegia who is having abdominal weakness, or we can call as a respiratory muscle weakness. So, as we know, many cough assisting technique, assisted cough technique. So, with the assisted cough technique, this mechanical insufflation, exsufflation also can be given. Here they have given with the mask. You see, and this is they are assisting the muscles of the respiration, like abdominal. They are assisting. So patient when cough and secretion will come out from the periphery. It will dislodge to the central region, periphery to the more proximal or larger diameter airways. And this is a device, so various settings can be done. It is very easy. So that is the end of